Hi everyone, Tassif here. I am documenting my day, uh, my activities on the day of the Great American Total Solar Eclipse. And right now I'm having breakfast, very light breakfast. Fried egg with some what is this bread called? Ciabatta. With some ciabatta and some butter. Okay. No jam, nothing. I have been feeling a little unwell since the early hours of the day, and so I took a sick day and just staying home. So having breakfast. It's not 8 o'clock yet. I did wake up early. Well, in fact, I've been on and off up throughout the night, not feeling well. Maybe this is the effect of the eclipse. Who knows? But anyway, I'll try to get some rest after breakfast. Hi everyone, Tassif here again. It's a little past 10 a.m. in the morning. Well, if you look at the clock behind me, it's gonna show you a different time. That's because my camera is in a selfie mode, so everything's kind of, I don't know how to explain it, but everything's appearing in just the opposite. So anyway, hard to explain, but I guess you understand. So here I am with a little bit of a sore throat, runny nose, and the worst part is the headache, actually. And I don't know if this is an effect of the eclipse or what's going on, but I'm basically, I've got my pillows here. I'm lying down on the sofa in the living room, and what I'm gonna do now is watch I'm gonna watch television because I don't feel like doing anything else. I'll just watch television and see what news updates there are regarding the eclipse. There seems to be a lot of excitement, but I'm sitting here at home and my blinds and curtains are all closed, so I'm not looking outside. All right, I'll be back with more updates, but I'm gonna lie down here. Thank you. I'm having difficulty opening this one here. It just doesn't want to open. All right, it did. Here. I need 3 of these. All right. So I'm hoping that this coffee will help address my headache. And it also, I think the hot coffee, the hot liquid, helps soothe the throat. All right. It feels great. A historic event coming up here in, I don't know, in just a couple hours. And I was watching the news. It seems there's lots of anticipation, lots of excitement. I saw reporters, joining live, reporting from Dallas, Texas, from Carbondale, Illinois, and other parts of the country. And really interesting. I mean, we get to witness this historic event, and by witness I don't necessarily mean that actually looking up at the sun and witnessing the eclipse. What I mean is that witnessing everything that's happening before the eclipse and everything that's going to be happening after the eclipse. So before the eclipse, we get to see the anticipation building up and how people are traveling. Some are driving, some are taking planes, and people desperately looking for some kind of accommodation and lodging, because we know that hotels in many of these communities that are on the path of totality, hotels are all booked, and so a lot of people, last minute travelers, are desperate, looking for a place from where they can watch the eclipse. And if they are traveling long distance, if they have to stay overnight, where do they stay? And then on the other hand, a lot of businesses in those communities that are on the path to totality, on the path of totality, are eagerly waiting for the customers. They are eagerly waiting for the business that this event is going to bring. And then afterwards, what's going to happen as a mass number of people exit those communities, as they head towards the highway and to head back home? Is there going to be a lot of traffic? Will we see tremendous volumes of cars on the roads? How will that impact people's travel experience? So we have to wait and see what happens. But I'm at home, obviously not feeling 100% with my headache and the throat and the runny nose. I took a nasal spray, so that actually calmed the runny nose a little bit. But allergy medication. So anyway, let me enjoy the tea here. I'll be back with more information soon. These are my indoor plants, beautiful plants, and I'm just waiting for the eclipse to be over, and then I'm going to put these plants outside, and hopefully we're not gonna get any more snow or extremely cold weather. Several weeks ago I thought that winter is over and that we're gonna have early spring. But then I realized that even as I thought that winter was gone, winter was not, because we ended up getting a lot of snow and rain and chilly weather. And now we're waiting for the eclipse in a couple hours. So after the eclipse is over, hopefully we're just gonna get warm weather going forward. So then I'll put these plants outside, out on the patio, so they can get nice sunlight and grow and thrive in good weather. Hey everyone, still enjoying my coffee, watching the Weather Channel, and it says that storms could complicate journey home. And this is referring to the storms that are possible in the southern part of the United States. And what that means is, as people watch the eclipse, and then after watching the eclipse, as people travel back home, as they head towards the highway to go back home, if they're driving, then the storms could make travel very difficult, and also the storms could impact air travel, and so there are lots of uncertainties surrounding the great American total solar eclipse. Doesn't mean that people are not going to be enjoying it. People definitely will. Americans and also people from overseas, they have spent a lot of money to get to the communities from where they wish to enjoy the great American total solar eclipse. Lots of tourism dollars and lots of time, lots of energy being spent for this experience. And so, like I said before, and it's not me saying it, it's really the authorities, the emergency responders, they have all been saying, prepare ahead of time, have plans, and be patient, be calm. We're still a couple hours away from the eclipse, and so, you know, I'm here at home, hanging out, feeling much better. You can probably tell that my throat is not 100%. After drinking a few sips of the coffee, I'm feeling much energized. I think it makes you feel fresh. The caffeine does help. And so I'm right here in front of the TV watching the news, and then I'm going to have lunch in a little bit, not before noon, and it's not even 11 yet. So, all right, my friends, I'll be bringing you more video clips throughout the day as I document my life on the day of the great American total solar eclipse. My friends, I'm ready for lunch, and on my plate I have a yellow vegetable rice with lentils. Then I have an omelet, and it has onions, green chilies, and obviously salt. And I also have a piece of fried eggplant, and this piece of eggplant has been fried in chickpea flour, and I have also added some spices. I have added coriander powder, cumin powder, turmeric powder, and of course salt. So I'm ready for lunch. And as I eat lunch, I will also be watching the news of the eclipse. So I've got the TV on, it's on mute right now, but I'm going to be turning the volume up, and then I'll be paying attention to the news of the eclipse. So, all right, time for lunch. My friends, I'm having lunch, and also I have to show you this very nice addition that I have with my lunch. It's a plum chutney. I don't know if you can see it properly on the screen. It's plum chutney, and the chutney is very tasty if you add this to your food. And I'm gonna have it. It's gonna add a little bit of sweet and sour taste to my lunch. Working on my website right now. The TV is on, and the news channels are still showing news updates about the eclipse. The eclipse is done. It's actually 5 p.m. right now. The clock behind me is probably going to show 7 p.m. That's because my camera is in selfie mode, so everything appears in, you know, just the opposite. So anyway, I'm still seeing news updates about the eclipse, and people are talking about their reactions and what they felt. In fact, I saw a reporter who was on the ground. I forget which location he was in, but he actually was so emotional that he was sort of crying, okay? And this solar eclipse has actually drawn crowds and a lot of excitement across the country. And I know even here in Wisconsin, which is not a state that was in the path of totality, there was a lot of excitement. People still went outside to view the partial eclipse. And I did not. I was inside. I'm still inside. And I'm actually working on my laptop right now. My website has been out of service for over a week now, actually, for several days. And I have to make some updates on the website. So I'm just working on that. My headache is still there, but not as much. And, I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing a live stream tonight. But anyway, I think I'll try to do one. It might be a little later. So anyway, I just wanted to say that a historic event that people were waiting for, there was so much of anticipation and excitement, it's now over. Now it is history, but people will still be talking about it for a long time. And I'm sure that years from now, people will still be saying, hey, you know what? We witnessed an eclipse, the great American total solar eclipse. And children in particular, I think, when they go back to school, they'll be talking about it. And it obviously is this is an event that people will be learning a lot from. And I'm talking about the scientists who deployed scientific instruments. Okay. I mean, the average person went there outdoor and viewed the eclipse and had eye protection, and some people used cameras to capture video and images of the eclipse. But scientists, they deployed special instruments to gather a lot of data, and I think those information will be processed, and there'll be a lot to learn from all of that, especially the sun's corona. I think there may be a lot of studies done regarding the sun's corona. Anyway, the eclipse is over. I'm going to be watching the news, and I'll also be working on my website. But there's one other thing I want to talk about. On Earth, there's a lot of division, there's a lot of conflict, a lot of clashes, a lot of unrest. Here in the United States, lots of problems, economic issues, border crisis, so on and so forth. And beyond the borders of the United States, there are wars, there are military conflicts and political unrest in different parts of the world. But this eclipse really brought people together, if you think about it. I mean, I saw images from Indianapolis, Indiana. I saw images from, Texas. I saw images from Arkansas. And thousands and thousands and tens of thousands of people, I mean, millions really gathered to across the country. And obviously along the path of totality, they gathered to witness the eclipse. But even small communities saw tens of thousands of people gather to see this celestial phenomenon. And what's really amazing is that people put aside all their differences. Nobody was talking about politics. I mean, when people come together, tens of thousands of people in one location to view the eclipse, politics, political views, social views, cultural differences, religious differences, these things were not, were not in the focus. The focus really was, we are human beings, and we live on Earth, which is part of this giant universe. And there's this opportunity, once in a lifetime opportunity, to see this amazing, celestial event. And so let's focus on that. Let's experience it. Let's absorb this experience, and let's feel it. Let's capture it in our memory. So that really was the focus. People were not thinking about politics or their social views or any other cultural or religious differences, language differences. No, this was this celestial phenomenon. This was basically something that brought everyone together. So anyway, I'll be talking more about it, I think, in the future. I may write something about it because I really feel like I'm in a mood to write. I'm very thoughtful right now. I think I'll do a better job if I write rather than if I try to speak on camera. So anyway, my friends, thank you for watching this video and for following what I did throughout the day. I brought to you some clips of things that I did today. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. And subscribe to my channel. Stay connected. I'll be back with more videos and live stream. Thank you.